Hello. Live chat. Hello, hello. Let me mute that. There we go. Okay. Spontaneous live stream time. Not sure if anyone's going to join because of the time of day that I'm streaming, but I thought I would jump on anyway. I'm just working on a couple of WIPS. Hi Audrey, in 50 Nighttime Mandalas. Hi Dawn. And thought I would switch the camera on whilst I work on them, I guess. So I have some markers here that Steve randomly picked for me last night. And I was doing a mandala whilst watching the football and then watching Dee's live stream. So the one that I'm currently working on is, if I can grab it, this one. And I also have another one in here from 2022 that, until I was flagging my pages for all my Camellia Angel Cova pages that I've ever coloured, I didn't realise I had a WIP in here. So if I can get this one finished, I'll move on to trying to get that one finished. So yeah. How is everybody this Sunday afternoon or morning, wherever you are? Hi Thomas. What have I been doing today? Tidying up. I've recorded all of my Camellia Angel Covert completed pages, so that one's coming. Do you, Dawn? That's awesome. Yeah, so that video will be up hopefully maybe tomorrow. Last night I cleaned Madam out and she's just completely wrecked everything. So yeah, let me grab my markers. What is everybody up to today? What are you all doing? I have my protective thing under there. So yeah, I thought I would just pop on because I missed Friday evening's live stream. And although I'm not sort of colouring the page that I was colouring, I will be picking that back up on Wednesday. I just wanted something nice and easy to colour. And I thought I would finish my WIPs off in here. You're going into town to eat lunch. Nice, that sounds lovely. Steve is currently in the living room playing on his Horizon Zero Dawn Forbidden West, I think it is. He's playing. Right, what else was red? So I did the outer circle of this heart red. Hi Rebecca. Sorry I haven't been around. I completely lost my colouring mojo. It will come back. I just don't know when. We all lose it, Rebecca. It's no worries. Just having my afternoon filtered coffee after prepping veggies to accompany our roast beef, which is in the oven. Sounds lovely, Audrey. We are not sure what we're having yet because I wanted to get some chicken out last night to defrost ready for today, so we could have had kind of like a mini roast, you know, like chicken thighs, roast potatoes and veggies kind of thing. But then Steve said, oh, shall we go to M&S shopping tomorrow? So don't get the chicken out, we can get something when we go shopping. So I put the chicken back in the freezer. It had literally been out seconds, don't worry. I put the chicken back in the freezer and I was like, okay then. And then last night he was like, oh, you know, we need this, we need that. Things that M&S don't really have. So we ended up doing an online shop instead to be delivered today, which then meant, of course, I didn't order anything for dinner today because we have food in the freezer. It was just like lunch bits that we needed a top up of mostly. So I was putting the shopping away and I was like, we don't have anything out for dinner. So yeah, not really sure what we're having today. I said we've got some like new potatoes and veg, so I may do that with something like fish or something. I don't really know. Hi Della. Hello, thank you for joining. Hi Caraminas, welcome. Grammy Della, aww. So yeah, that's our situ. I'm going to have fun editing the video that I just filmed because a certain little bunny decided to have zoomies during it. And all you can hear is her crash bang walloping in the background. I just put her some fresh hay in there and literally she's strewn that everywhere in her cage. So I let her out in my bedroom for a while whilst I was recording the video, but she was getting up to too much mischief in here. So then I was like, Steve, you're on bunny duty. So he ended up having her for like 10 minutes, but then when I was recording, all I could hear was, Meadow, no, Meadow, Meadow, stop, no, Meadow. I was like, well, this isn't much better, so I went and got her again and was like, calm down, bunny. I finally managed to get through the video anyway. Hi Bobini, welcome. I am using Steve's markers actually. This is from the 90 set of the Artex Oros. They're really nice. I really like the brush nib on them. They've got chisel one end and a brush tip the other. I think their brush tips are nicer than Ohuhu's actually. So that's those. Let's link them for everyone in chat so you know what I am using. That would make sense, wouldn't it? It's that set. Let's get the link for you when my computer wants to work, that is. Copy and paste. Yep, not Ohuhu. Artex today for this one anyway. When I go back to this other WIP, these are Ohuhus, so I'll grab those out. But yeah, I decided it's because I was in the living room. Steve's were the closest because he keeps his in there. It's like, oh, I'm gonna use your markers. He's like, what? I was like, it's called sharing, remember? Let's pin that so it doesn't disappear through the chat. Let's do this side. Is anyone else colouring today or have plans to do any colouring today? Any crafting or other hobbies? I was just sat before I came on live watching Heartstopper on Netflix, which I've already watched all of the episodes, but it's such a cute little series. I was like, I just want something cozy and easy to listen to. I've got another one of those here. I did colour some more of the flowers that I was colouring from the Korean book. I did get some more of those done. I haven't finished them all yet. Are they double-sided? What, the markers? Do you mean? They're double-ended. Yeah, you've got a chisel one end and the brush tip the other end, which is what my preference is. So, yeah. Oh, what the Artex markers, Dawn? They're really nice. Hi, Cindy. Sorry, lovely. I didn't mean to miss you. I was planning to colour something since it's Easter week where I am. Yep, it's Easter week this week here too. You should tell Steve sharing is caring. Oh, I do many a times, Thomas. It's like a running joke between us. I like sharing and he doesn't. I usually just end up taking rather than asking. Hi, Ashley. Excuse my voice. Hi, Ashley. Happy you caught me. Awesome. Thank you for joining in. What are you planning to colour? Can I call you Cara? What are you planning to colour, Cara? I have my Easter miniatures on the bed that I'd like to do a page in. Oh, that's okay, Dawn. Don't feel bad. If you have to leave, that's fine. We all have things to do. I understand that. It's no worries at all. You know, you're more than welcome to pop in and out as you see fit, as you want to. There's no pressure whatsoever. It's lovely to see so many faces. I was like, oh, I'll pop the camera on. I don't think anyone's going to be about this time on a Sunday, and here you all are. Bye, Zoe and everyone in chat. I'll be back when my colouring mojo comes back. Oh, no worries, Rebecca. You can stay and watch if you want, hun. You don't have to have colouring mojo to watch. Maybe like talking amongst colouring friends will help. So this one. Maybe, Rebecca, start off by doing something simple like this, just like putting colour to a page and, like, you know, relaxing with your colouring, rather than doing something that takes sort of time to colour. Take care, Rebecca. Right now I'm laying in bed, probably going to go back to sleep. It must be early where you are, Thomas. Okay. Haven't really decided what I'm doing with the outside of this pattern yet, but I pretty much figured out what I'm doing on the inside of it. I need to watch last night's Gladiator final as well. Steve had England football on instead, and I was like, ugh. Don't get me wrong, I love my football, but it was a very boring match. Right, where's the lid to that? Hopefully something that relates to Easter. Nice. I just had to erase so much of my page. I was using brute food and macarons and they don't work on this paper. Oh, bless you, Ashley. What is it you're colouring? What time is it there? It is 3:12 in the afternoon. Thank you. Thank you, Bobini. I want to move to the UK so badly. That's so funny because people that are in America want to move here and people that are here want to move there. Oh, you're in New Zealand. Nice. And that is early in the morning. Wow. Erie's first tale. Ah, nice. It's quite smooth paper, isn't it? I quite like watercolouring on that paper. Not sure what's on TV tonight. I think is it Hunted, maybe? Not sure what else is on. I'm sure there's something that we like to watch on a Sunday, and for the life of me, I can't remember what it is. We watched a couple of episodes of the Percy Jackson series on Disney Plus yesterday, which brought back reading the books. I've read the first Percy Jackson book, and I think I read some of the second. But the series is currently going through book 1, and they've done it so much better than what the Percy Jackson film did it. I was like, oh wow, they've actually done it how I imagined it in my head in the book. Don't move here. Why is that? Why should I not move to Florida? I'm guessing Sunday on your side of the world. It is, yeah. Yeah, we're on Sunday afternoon. Yes, I have the US version though, and our version of anything is worse. But yes, it's super smooth. Pulled out Prismas. You can't really go wrong with Prismas. This is Create Space paper, and yes, they do bleed because they're alcohol markers. So yeah, they do bleed through. But I have my acetate in here. So who saw my announcement on Instagram yesterday about hashtag Angel Covert in April then? Hope you can all join in, grab your Camellia books and do some pages during April. And use the hashtag, that would be awesome. Like I say, I've filmed all of my pages that I've ever coloured in my Camellia books, which was also a requested video by one of my viewers a few months back, and I didn't get round to it, but I've done it now. So I will try and find who that comment was from and credit them. So I have a selection of her books on my bed that I want to go through and pick out some pages to do in April. And I also have a couple of buddy colours that I'm setting up already. Had two ladies message me yesterday and was like, can I buddy with you? And I'm like, yeah, sure. So that would be nice. We've chosen books, I think. I'm just letting them choose 3 images that I'm colouring that the wrong colour. Oops-a-daisy. I'm just letting them choose 3 pages and then I'll pick from the 3 pages which one I feel like doing. Somehow I'm going to have to colour this yellow, and I don't know how, because it's going to go green, so that's going to be interesting. Oops-a-daisy. Awesome, Cindy. Thumbs up from Audrey. Let's just have a drink. Exactly, Prismacolor, you can't go wrong. I wanted to use my polys, but doing the Easter eggs, not a lot of room. Florida is a melting pot. Everyone moves to Florida to start over. It seems like everyone's fake. Oh no. I don't have a yellow Posca. I do have a yellow acrylic marker, so that might not be too bad of a shout, actually. See if I can match one of these acrylic markers up to the alcohol marker. Not a bad shout at all. Let's get a scrap piece of paper. Or has Meadow taken them all? No, there's one here. Right, let's see. That's not too bad. That's going to be too light. Let's keep that one out. Would a colourless blender not work? Probably not. It wouldn't take enough of the pigment away. That's not too bad either. I think that first one's possibly a bit better though. Yeah, I'm gonna go with that one. See if it works, covering it up. What do you use as a blotter page? Acetate. Just, it's like clear plastic acetate sheets. I used to use them in school on overhead projectors, if any of you are old enough to remember that. And Audrey's going to say, we had blackboards in my day. We had blackboards too. Right, let's try and cover this up. It's only this swirl that I did here that I need to try and cover. There we go. Good shout, Ashley. Thank you. Ta-da! Not quite the same colour, but it's good enough. It's good enough. Overhead projectors, yeah. We always knew we were in for a good day at school if the OHP was out. Or if we, if the teacher wheeled the television in, you know, the old-fashioned TVs with the, they were like really thick backs on them. They weren't like flat screen or anything. The proper old-fashioned ones, box TVs. If the teacher wheeled that in, we all went, yeah! We got to watch something instead of having our heads buried in books. Remember watching an Inspector Calls at school, and that film, oh, that film creeped me out so much. Still thinking about it gives me the chills. We watched the old black and white version of the film, and yeah, it was like, ooh. Right, what to do on this bit? Might do those red. You had an overhead projector. Wow, okay. Yes, the TVs on the rolling carts, yep. And they'd have like the VHSs underneath in the little basket bit. The cord was too short, they tried to wheel it too far, yep. The Oregon Trail. I don't remember the Oregon Trail, no. Okay, let's do these red. Oops, I'm not headbutting the iPad. The only thing we got on TV were, what's that, were the school programmes. remember we watched, ours was mainly English that I remember watching TV in. We obviously did it in, I think, what they call health and social care these days. It was called something else in my day, but I won't say that on the internet. Remember watching those videos where they taught us about the birds and the bees, let's say that. And yeah, it was mainly English. We did, we watched Romeo and Juliet, the 90s version with Leonardo DiCaprio. We watched Of Mice and Men by John Steinbeck. We watched Macbeth. And Inspector Calls. English was my best subject at school. No, art was my best subject. English was my second best subject. I've got a star in art. I've got a C in English, which wasn't great, but it was like average, so I didn't like school. I got bullied all through school, which impacted me. We didn't have the resources either that some of the other children had, you know, like laptops and printers. My parents didn't have any of that. It was just good old-fashioned pen and paper. Didn't have any of the revision books because they were too expensive to buy. So I had to borrow ones from school and just revise as and when I could, because they wouldn't let you take them off school property. All that fun stuff. It was a computer game at school that was dated in olden times with a horse and buggy. I don't remember that, no, but in junior school, so years 3, 4, 5 and 6, we had the old Acorn computers. And I remember playing Lemmings a lot in break time. I was either reading in the library or playing Lemmings. Back in floppy disk days, that was. Okay, that's that. I hate bullies. My son is getting bullied and it's breaking my heart. Oh, bless you. I mean, it does make you a stronger person eventually, but it's the years of torture that you have to go through to get to that strong point. And it's funny because no matter what anybody says, you know, like parents, teachers, what have you, none of it really helped. It's like my mum probably gave me the wrong advice, which is if they hit you, hit them back. Didn't help that I was a little midget at school. So, yeah. I hope he gets some relief from it soon, Ashley. And you managed to get the bullies under control. It's not until you're older you learn that bullies probably just need a hug themselves. It's just them like pushing their insecurities and stuff onto other people, and it's awful. I had some, like, we used to have, do you remember the school trays at school? Like, you would each have a drawer in your tutor room group. And I remember having a birthday at school one day, and I put all of my presents in my drawer because that was the safest place that they could go. And at the end of the day, when I came to get my presents out of my drawer, they'd all been stolen. We suspected somebody, and my brother knew where he lived. This was junior school, mind you. I was probably 8 or 9, something like that. My brother went round his house after school and laid into him, shall we say. Didn't get the presents back, but there we go. I think I told you this before, Zoe, but the first computer I ever saw took up a whole room. It was a school trip to what is now Robert Gordon's University in Aberdeen. It took up a whole room. How did it take up a whole room? Was it that big? My favourite subjects in school was lunch, going home and cooking class. I loved cooking, Thomas. I liked cooking, yeah. He's such a sensitive heart. He's so sweet and kind. I try telling him these kids will mean nothing in a few weeks. To them, they think it's so important to be cool. I know it's sad, innit? That's a beautiful way of thinking. It's true though, isn't it? I think a lot of them just need a hug. It's like you don't know what they've got going on at home. They could be, you know, God forbid, but they could be being sort of abused by their parents, and that's the only way they know how to express themselves is verbally or physically. Everyone that bullied me now, you know, they never apologised for it, but they were that they'd be sociable with me now, I think. But yeah, I don't know, I feel like maybe bullies need a hug. I obviously didn't feel that way back then when I was being bullied. Lots of crying and not wanting to go to school. Luckily I had a mum that forced me to go to school regardless. Put on a brave face, but it's all these things now that, you know, you look back on them and you're like, maybe that contributed to why I have so much anxiety these days. But yeah, like I say, I hope he manages to overcome it and they manage to stamp out the bullying. Oh yeah, it wasn't nice, but having my presents stolen, but I think think it was year 5 that happened. So how old would I have been? I was 4 in year 3, 5 in year 4. No, 4 in year 1, 5 in year 2, 6 in year 3, 7 in year 4, 8, yeah. I said the same thing to him, but he's only 9. The kids at school are violent and aggressive too. I told him to stick up for himself and not allow them to affect him. Easier said than done. Yeah, absolutely. That's awful. So kids are brutal, but yes, they need love more than they realise. Before miniaturisation. It most definitely contributes to it. Some of the people that bullied me are no longer with us. No chance of getting an apology. No. It's crazy how such a small amount of time greatly affects our lives, for our whole lives. Yeah, exactly. I think I'll just do those inside bits in the pink. So I often think about, because I can't work because my anxiety being so high and all the other health issues that I have because of my anxiety, I often, sit and think, what job would I be doing now if I was still working? Don't get me wrong, from the moment of leaving school through till 2015, I was constantly in work. I was never not working. I did my very, very best, and it didn't help that bullying carried through to work placements. But I did like childcare, I did retail, I did admin. I could turn my hand to whatever I needed to do. If I fancied the job, I went for it, and I learnt how to do it. Let's grab this so I'm thinking whilst I'm talking. Nowadays, I feel if I had the ability to do so, I would love to learn animal care or something to do with animals, like I don't think I could be a vet. I think it would break my heart too much. But working in like a cattery, or, well, I have worked in a cattery and kennels before. But like, that was just sort of helping out. I don't class it as a job. I would probably like to work in kennels and cattery properly. Something with horses. I love horses. Like a park keeper, park ranger. Just basically something to do with animals that doesn't involve with me having to put them down, because I couldn't cope with that. Or the other side of things is, since living in a care home, well, sheltered accommodation, whatever you want to call this place, people have pointed out to me that I'm really good in emergency situations. Like, we've had ladies, our neighbours and that have fallen out of their beds, and I've called an ambulance and stayed with them, talked to them, calm them down, all that kind of stuff. Called their relatives, because obviously the carers in here have got their jobs to do as well as the emergencies, and they can't always, well, really they should stay here with the patients while the ambulance comes, and most of the time they do, but there has been a couple of occasions where they've just said to me, "Are you right to stay here a minute?" If you know, me and Steve are the one that have found them. And we're like, yeah, you go, we're fine. And I usually just joke about with the old ladies. I'm like, "You've had too much blimmin' sherry again, haven't you?" You've fallen out of bed because you've had too much sherry. So I'd probably look into, I don't know whether I'd be able to do like 999 calls, that kind of thing, to keep the people calm on the other end of the phone while the ambulance gets there, that kind of job. I don't think I could do caring, but something with older people mainly. Can you link the blotter pages in the live, please, that you are using? I can, but I'm in the UK, Thomas, so I'm not sure if they would work for you with being in the UK. In the US, sorry. If you just type acetate in Amazon, you should be able to find them. I buy the 150 pack, and they last obviously ages. You can use alcohol, like rubbing alcohol, to clean them. Paste. And that's the ones I use, Thomas. Definitely, Ashley, I'm 66 and I still replay those times in my head. Yep, they don't go away. I'm 38 and I'm still affected by my childhood. My kids are those pivotal stages and it scares the crap out of me. I'm the same age as you, Ashley. You can always still do it. You can volunteer and see how it goes. I know I can't, Ashley. Honestly, I tried working in a fish and chip shop, of all places. And I did one day and ended up in an ambulance. And it didn't help that at the time that I didn't know what it was that was affecting me so much, like my anxiety and stuff. I didn't know what it was. I never thought that it would be anxiety or panic attacks, that kind of thing. My mum wasn't very good at being understanding. She basically was saying I was just being lazy, and yeah, she understands more now. She's seen how much it affects me. She's seen how poorly it makes me, and she, you know, she doesn't say those things now, but for a long time she just didn't understand, I guess the same as me, and was forcing me to do work and stuff. But yeah, a couple of jobs I ended up in an ambulance, so not nice. These days, like, you know, people think, oh, well, you go on holidays and stuff. I'm always poorly when I go on holidays. Before I go on holidays, coming home from holidays, I'm so poorly. And you're like probably thinking, well, why do you put yourself through it then? And I do it because I don't want anxiety to get the better of me. As soon as I book a holiday, it could be, say, I could book one today, right? That wouldn't be until December, okay? From now until December, I will feel sick every single day. I get palpitations, like heart palpitations. I can't sleep. I wake up. We've noticed recently I've been waking up every single night with a racing heart rate and sweats, hot sweats, so I have to sleep with the fan on every night. And the stress from it then gives me IBS. It's just a vicious circle, but I will not let it get the better of me. I keep pushing myself out of my comfort zone on purpose. Kicking its butt. I've got to run for a bit. The kiddos need to eat. I guess they need that from time to time. Okay, Ashley, no worries. Then that's exactly where you need to be, Zoe. You're meant to be there. You're probably a bigger help than you realise. Oh, thank you. I really need to gut my room and try and find my acetate sheets, Audrey. I just got on disability myself and was diagnosed with anxiety and ADHD. Yeah, ADHD is something I need testing for, but it's such a long wait list. It's like, what's even the point? You know I have it. What's it gonna do by me joining the long list of people that are waiting for it, and to be told, to be labelled that I have ADHD? I already know I have it. I don't need a professional to tell me, if that makes sense. There's probably medication they'd be able to give me, but then would I take it? Probably not. I don't like taking prescribed drugs unless I really have to. I don't advise it. Take your meds, people. My mum did the same thing to me, and I was the oldest, so I was the second mum. Yeah. I broke my neck and back in a bad car accident. Oh my gosh, bless you. And have degenerative disc disease that is tearing up my back. I'm trying to figure out this new life. This is what brought me to colouring. Yep, same. We are very similar, Ashley. It's quite scary. Because we thought that, well, the start of my anxiety and panic attacks and stuff came after we had a car crash. So that was back in 2000 and... I don't know what year we had it. Try and block that part out. I know it was a Maybank holiday. That's as much as I remember from it. Do I want to do those yellows? Do I want to do those yellow? Do I want to do those yellow? Yes, I do. I'm sorry to you too, Ashley. I'm in background for now. Have a good day, afternoon, night, everyone. Hope we get the links for the books that you have shown us, and also the ones you're using. Yeah, I can send the links in the chat, Cara, for the book that I'm colouring in. This is Nighttime Mandalas, I think. it is. Come on, computer, co-op with me. So this is the link to the current book that I'm colouring in. I've got a couple that I'm working on in here. It's actually been life-changing for me. I hate taking meds, but I really try with these and it's been helping a lot. You're welcome, Bobini. Thank you for joining. I didn't know you guys lived in a care home. I thought you guys lived on your own. No, we live in... It's not really a care home. It's sheltered accommodation, but we have carers on site for the elderly people. Thomas. Oh, no worries, Ashley. Don't worry. I'll be back. Love you for miss you. See you in comments on the next one. No worries, Ashley. Thank you for joining. Right, on to a happier subject. So, Thomas, GTA 6 or whatever it is, because we're on GTA 5 now, aren't we? I've heard a rumour, I don't know whether it's true, but I've heard a rumour that GTA is being pushed back to 2026 instead of 2025. I'm not sure how true that rumour is, but it's something I saw this morning. Just thought I'd let you know that, because I know you're waiting for it to come out. Take care, Ashley. It's lovely having some new faces in chat. Thank you for joining. It's lovely having my regulars too, obviously. Don't get me wrong. I appreciate you all for being here. Few moments of silence while I concentrate in tracing around these shapes. Hi, Hannah. Oh, no worries, lovely. Cleaning the car, making a start on tea. What are you having, Hannah? Are you having a roast dinner too? Do you know how much it hurts me Do you know how much it hurts me colouring these leaves in colours that are not green? I said to Steve, I'm like, but the page you picked has leaves and you haven't picked me a green. Okay, that's that bit. Bit by bit, we'll get it done. Chicken dinner, nice. We booked a holiday today, going to Gran Canaria, lovely. Enjoy. Sounds lovely. We were watching something, it was the Australian Grand Prix. We were watching that this morning and I was talking to Steve, I was like, I don't think I could live in Australia, so no offence to my Australian peeps or peeps from that side of the world. But yeah, I was just like, I honestly don't think I could live there. Don't know why, I can't put my finger on it. Melbourne looked lovely though on the TV. Okay, let's get that pink. Fill in these little gaps here, these fiddly bits. Gosh, so fiddly. So there's not much more left of this one to do. How many pages have you all managed to colour this month? There we go. Colour around those. And we need red. And that bit's red. while I've still got this marker in my hand, I may as well do this last one over here. I've got a song stuck in my head that's going around over and over again. Are we human or are we dancers? Now I'm on my knees looking for the answers. Are we human or are we dancers? Okay. Everyone's gone quiet. Is it because I went quiet? Blue. Pink. Do you guys want to see me colour the other one, or should I head off? How long have I been live? An hour. Okay, and a black to finish. I hate to leave, but I'm getting tired. We'll see you in the next one. Don't worry, I'll watch this back on playback. No worries, Thomas. Enjoy your rest. Busy with dinner, just took beef out, roast tatties in, veggies on. Nice, Audrey. Would you like to come here and cook mine for me by any chance? I'll send a plane and a train. Mind you, if I send a plane, I'd send a private jet, wouldn't I, that could land in like the field next to our house. So yeah, I'll just send a private jet. Come pick you up. Okay, that is that page finished. Woohoo! Let's grab a white gel pen so I can date it. Hi Sue, working and watching, no worries. Thank you for watching, lovely. I hope work is not too bad for you today. Hope you have a good day. It is the 24th of March 24. Okay, so that is one done, one to go. I need to find out if I have my Pentel Dual Metallic Silver in here, which I do. Woohoo! There's not that much left in it. So that's that one done. Let's take this off. And tab that. Okay, then we've got to go back to this one. Let's get our green first, which is G2. Move the acetate, that would be a good start, wouldn't it? I'd have to feed Bill first. Beautifully coloured, lovely colours Steve chose. Thank you, Audrey. Not bad considering he picked them at random, was it? And like I said, when I saw the colours, he said, what have I picked? And I showed him, and even he went, ooh. But yeah, quite pretty. He said to me when I was doing it last night, he was like, oh, it's actually looking good, you know, despite the colours. And I said, it's all to do with the colour placement, innit? Where you put the colours, I think. But yeah. I'll let him know that you liked it, Audrey. Now I get to colour some fiddly Celtic knots. Can't believe this is a 2-year-old WIP and it's a mandala. That's just, I don't even know how this didn't get finished. Kind of ties in with St. Patty's Day though, doesn't it, this month? I know we've already had St. Patty's Day, but... So, when we were doing our food shop last night, I said to Steve, okay, it is Easter at the end of this week. Would you like an Easter egg? And he was like, oh, yeah, okay, could do, suppose. So we were looking through them all and that, and we think they're overpriced for what they are these days anyway. Like we've had a little 60p one each, what we got when we went to Asda like a few weeks ago now. They were on offer for 60p, so we grabbed a little tiny buttons one. And he was like, oh, you know, get one of the 2 for £8 ones or whatever. And I showed him what ones were available, and he wasn't really that enthralled by any of them. So then I looked to see sort of if they had the new Aquaman 2 DVD in stock, which they did. And I said, would you rather this as like your Easter present, rather than a chocolate egg that you're going to eat and then, you know, it's gone, and that's kind of like £10 just gone with nothing to show for it. And he went, oh yeah, that's a good idea. So I said, okay, we'll get you Aquaman 2 for your Easter present then. And he said, oh, you get yourself something too. And I was like, well, there's nothing I really want from a supermarket. So he said, well, put the same amount of money on your Amazon then. So I did that. So I think I'm going to order a couple of reading books with that money. There's a couple in my basket at the moment. And that will be my Easter gift. Much better than a chocolate egg, I think. Right, that's one of the Celtic knots done. Let's do this one down here. What month did I do this? June. Started it in June. I don't know why I would do. Maybe I just picked a random page. So I also have plans, like, you know, I'm doing Angel Cove in April. I also have plans for things to do in May and June, which I will reveal at the beginning of April and the beginning of May. No, I will reveal at the end of April, sorry, and the end of May. But they're both hashtags as well. I'm still doing my hashtag tic-tac-toe every month. So we're currently on hashtag tic-tac-toe March 2024. I think that's the hashtag. Hi Connie, hi lovely. I need to treat myself to some new books to read. Only have one left on my Kindle. Do you have Kindle Unlimited, Audrey? The two that I've chosen, I think one is classed as a thriller. It's about this plane that crashes into the sea and there's 11 people trapped inside or something. By T.J. Newman, I think that's the author. It's his second novel. The first one he did was called Falling, which was another like plane crash or something to do with a plane. But the second book's got higher ratings on Goodreads, and they're not in like sequential order, so I'm just gonna read the second one first. Plus it's cheaper on Amazon. That's another reason to buy it. And then the other book that I would like to get is by Christina Henry, I think, which is to do with Sleepy Hollow. I read one of Christina Henry books called Near the Bone, which was about this cabin in the snow, and there was this like creature or something that was living in the woods. Which was really good. I really enjoyed it, so I want to read more by her and see if the other books are as good. She's also done, I think it's a trilogy, like a set based on, I think there's one on Alice in Wonderland, one on Peter Pan, and I'm not sure what the third one is, but they're like retellings or something different. I would like to read those at some point. Right, that's the Celtic Knots done. We need this dark purple. I think we'll have that, which is P2. Let's find P2. There, PBs. It's got to be. Here it is. Oh, I prefer physical to Audrey. I use my Kindle when I go on holiday. Saying that, I didn't take it this time. I was reading a physical book, a thriller by Sarah Pierce, which I don't recommend. It ended up boring me to tears. I got 200 pages in, I was like, nope. This book is going nowhere anytime fast, and I have other things that I would like to read more. So I DNF'd it. I didn't finish. I'm really enjoying the book, though, that I'm reading at the moment. I didn't know what to read, and I've got all of my books on the Tiny Decisions app, you know, the spinny wheel app. So I just spun the wheel and see what it chose, and it picked my current book, which is called... What is my current book called? I'm enjoying it so much, I can't remember the title. Let me grab it. Oh yeah. I'm reading The Agathas. So it's like an homage to Agatha Christie, but it's like a young adult murder mystery kind of thing. And I am currently 140 pages in of about 400, I think this has got. Very nearly 400. So almost halfway through. And I'm really enjoying it. And that's book 1 of 2. So I'll probably pick the second book up at some point. She's happily chomping away on her hay. Yum, 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 yum. I love doing reading sprints. For those of you that like to read, you can probably find me Monday, Tuesday and Wednesday nights. Probably it's usually around 10-11 p.m. they start, because the ladies that do them are in America and Canada. But there's Brittany Loves Reading, so go check her out. And then there's Nell Diamond, But when you type in Neil Diamond in YouTube, Neil Diamond will come up. She is there somewhere. You just have to make sure you click Neil Diamond's channel. And she is awesome too. And those are the main two ladies that I like to watch do sprints. And all you do is when they start, we chat for like however long the chat goes for. It's till the host gets to the bottom of the comments, basically, which is usually like half an hour or something. Then we read for an hour, and then we chat, and then we do another sprint reading for an hour. I can usually manage 2 before I fall asleep. I'm waiting for Osman's last Thursday murder. Oh my gosh, Zoe speak. I'm waiting for Richard Osman's latest Thursday Murder Club book to come out in paperback. I could not get into those, Audrey. I tried about 3 times to read the first book because they've gotten such good reviews, and everyone that loves murder mysteries and that seemed to love Richard Osman's books, but for some reason I cannot get into his books. I would love to be able to read an actual book, but my eyes go wonky. Oh, Sue, bless you. Excuse my ignorance, but what are reading sprints? Basically what I just said. I think you typed that before I explained what they were. So yeah, we chat for a bit, read for an hour, see how much reading we can get done in an hour. And we say, at the end of the sprint, we say, oh, I managed to get, 40 pages read. I'm up to page such and such in my book. And then, yeah, we just chat. They're fun. I've started audiobooks, just have to have the right person reading. Yep, I completely get that, Sue. Yeah, I like audiobooks too. The only trouble with Audible, I find, is you only get like 1 credit a month. And if you want to read like, I don't know, 4 or 5 books a month, it's just not enough for the like £10 that you have to pay. So yeah. There's quite a few of us readers I've noticed doing sprints. I've seen Shayna. Hi, if you're watching back, Shayna, or if you're lurking. Shayna in Colourland usually joins Brittany's sprints and Nell's. So it's like, oh, hi, Shayna, when she pops in. And then there's Shannon. Shani Blue. I've seen her in a couple of sprints. It's funny, there was a couple of us in a sprint once, and I was like, oh, ColourTube is taking over BookTube, yeah. Never listened to an audiobook. Used to love listening to the radio back in the day. Now you've got the Archers theme tune stuck in my head. Do 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 do. Audiobooks are good. You can like diamond paint or colour and listen to an audiobook at the same time, which is quite nice. Is it the same book as the host or just any book? Any book, whatever you want to read. If you want me to drop any links of the people that of the people whose sprints I go to, just let me know and I'll grab their links. That's not a problem. Like I say, the main two I use are Brittany and Nell. They're both lovely, lovely ladies. Yes, radio, only the shadow knows. I've just aged myself. You'll often find me reading a lot more when my anxiety is particularly bad. It's, I don't know, it really calms me down. Takes me sort of a few pages to focus on it because my mind is elsewhere and I'm kind of reading but not taking it in. But after the first few pages, I then get sucked in and it helps so much. My average page count is 40 an hour. It takes me about a minute to a minute and a half to read a page on average. Hi Annette, welcome. Now I also want to know, Zoe, does everyone read quietly by themselves? So what happens is you have a timer on the screen that's counting down from an hour to 0. It's complete silence. There's no like, some people put like relaxing music on. I don't particularly like those ones. If I'm reading, I need complete silence. Or my brain just gets distracted. But the two ladies that I watch is complete silence. And as soon as like they click the time, they're like, okay, we've got an hour. Happy reading, everyone. It goes silent and the timer starts and we start reading. And you can either sort of keep glancing up to see how you're doing for time or whatever, or just ignore it, which is what I do. And then at the end, there's usually like a little jingle, or Brittany's is a cat going meow to say that the sprint's ended. And then we, like I say, we all put our book pages in that we've read and everything. Nope, can't do any crafty stuff with noise going on. Ah, interesting. See, I'm like that with reading, but if it's an audio book, I can diamond paint whilst listening to the audio book. I try and read upstairs sometimes, you know, when Steve goes up to colour where we live. But if everyone starts talking, I'm like, nope, can't read. I've never timed myself reading. Yeah, I mean, it's not like timing as if like, you kind of forget that the timer's there, to be honest. They're some people call them productivity sprints. So if you don't want to read, I sometimes use the timer as like, you have an hour of productivity and then a half an hour's rest. And then you do something else productive for an hour. So sometimes during the sprints, I will record a video. And then I'll be like, I recorded a video. Next sprint, I'm going to edit it. Blah, blah, blah. It's just a good way of, I don't know, there's something about it that enables someone like myself to be productive. It's, I can't explain it, like a challenge, I guess, maybe? Like, how much can I get done in an hour? But yeah, I recommend everyone try it. It's fun. How is Annette today? I hope you are well. Miss Lynn has messaged me. I'm in the garden, hun. No worries, I'm streaming. Miss Lynn's enjoying the garden, bless her. Let's go ahead and grab their links for you. Now you've got that song in my head, I'm not gonna get it out. Brittany loves reading. Let's grab her channel link for you. Move out the way, Yoshi. I'll let her know you said hi. Paste. So that is Brittany's channel. And then I'll get you Nell's, because Nell's is okay, I can't speak. Nell's is harder to find because of the whole Neil Diamond thing. Let's copy that one. And paste. There we go. And then I just sort of look at their live section, and it tells you like when their scheduled live streams are for doing sprints. Nell is Wednesday nights. I think it's 11 PM our time in the UK. So I usually set them all as notify me when they go live. And Brittany does Tuesdays, I believe, at 10 or 11 PM UK time. Yeah, it's a lovely community of people, and like I say, you do get some of us colour tubers in there sprinting. If you go back through Brittany's live streams, you'll actually see some of me. I've done sprints with Brittany before. Find it hard, yep. That sounds like something I should try help get this blooming washing away. It does help, Audrey. it really does. Like I say, I think it's the challenge of how much can I get done. Was it yesterday? Yesterday there was sprints, I think from 4 o'clock UK time, for like 8 hours or something. Sometimes they can go on for quite a while. Obviously you don't have to stay the whole time, you just stay for as long as you want to. But they do like readathons. One that I did last year was Rainy's readathon, which was based on the game of Cluedo. So you had to unlock, by reading different prompts and things, you had to read a book based on such and such a prompt, and that would unlock the next room. Blah blah blah. At the moment they're doing one which is called Bookemon, which is like Pokemon. So you can collect all different kinds of Pokemon by reading specific prompts, but again, you don't have to join in with those, it's all optional. You can just go and hang out and read or be productive. I do it to wind my brain down on an evening. I'm also more motivated to colour I'm also more motivated to read when there's sprints. Right, well, I don't think I'm going to get this mandala finished before I have to go and start deciding what we're having for dinner tonight. So I need to prep my veggies. Luckily that only takes me like 10 minutes and then they go in the steamer. I think I might have the fish fillet things. So if you live in the UK and live near an Iceland, they've come out with these fish fillets. They're breaded and they're scampi and lemon flavour, and oh my god, they tasted so good. I couldn't really taste scampi, but they were really lemony. They were nice. Never won Cluedo. Bill is the crime solver in this house. Cluedo, you have to kind of be like sly and cunning a bit, because sometimes you think you know what the murder weapon is, but you have to play dumb and be like, you know, or do one that you already have in your hand. So for example, if you want to find out who the killer is, you know that it's not Mrs. White, for example, but you say Mrs. White because then it will tell you someone that it's not. I don't think I'm explaining that very well. But yeah, you have to be quite cunning sometimes in Cluedo to reveal things that you already know that it isn't, or that it is. I have the Harry Potter Cluedo. Hi, Miss Lynn. Are you enjoying the garden today? I don't blame you. I'm just doing a bit of easy colouring and chatting to this lovely lot. I've already finished the mandala that I was doing last night during Dee's live. I finished that on the stream today. And then this one here was a WIP from 2022. So I'm trying to get this one finished as well. Yep, popped indoors for something to eat and have a drink. Nice. Did Al manage to get any fishing bait yet? I've only got 15 minutes. I may as well stay for those 15 and then think about doing dinner, I guess. I'll probably have a Stephen coming in soon going, Jojo, it's 20 to 5. When are you thinking about doing dinner? Okay, that's those bits done. Let's get the... Oh, is there a colour? Oh yeah, it's that one. Let's get the BG7, which is not in the place it should be. Why is BG7 not in the place that it should be? More to the point, where is it? BG7. Huh. Where on earth is that marker? I have BG4 there, but it's not that one. Let's move that. PB8, no. Bear with me, guys. BG4, BG5, BG7. Ah, BG7 and BG6 were the wrong way round. That's why. Whew. Too blooming cold and wet up here for gardening. Yes, he found a shop not too far away. It's cold up here, Audrey, but bright sunshine, which helps. Right, let's outline this. Did anyone see the new episode of Beyond Paradise? Me and Steve watched that. Was it yesterday or the day before, I think? We didn't watch it when it aired. We caught it on catch-up. It gave me very much Murder on the Orient Express vibes. It's Food Warehouse we have in town. I'll look for that fish on Tuesday. I'm going with the granddaughter after school. Yeah, it's in the breaded fish section. And like I say, it's scampi and lemon flavour. So nice. The salt and vinegar fish goujons are nice as well, if they don't have the scampi ones. I don't know how many sins or anything they are. They're breaded, so possibly a few sins, but if you don't mind using your sins on things like that, then it's not too bad. Having to twist and turn the book, I'm afraid. Bill watches it, I don't. He records it. Oh, you should watch it, Audrey. It's really good. If you like murder mysteries and that, you might like it. I'm trying to get Miss Lynn into it because she loves Lou and that's where it's based. Just before I start, I want to just before I say this next thing, is there anyone here that hasn't seen today's Formula 1 race and doesn't want spoiling? Speak now, forever hold your peace, because I want to tell Miss Lynn something to do with today's race. But if you've not seen it and you want to watch it, please speak now and I won't spoil it. I always forget what it's called. Beyond Paradise. Definitely start with season 1 though, Miss Lynn. Carry on, I don't watch Formula 1. Guess what, Miss Lynn? He's seen something about a certain person I don't like. Penalty. No. No. Max Verstappen's engine failed on lap 3. His car was on fire. His brakes. It's like, yay, no, Max Verstappen win this week. We don't have to listen to the Dutch national anthem. Woo! And then there was a crash on the last lap. No one was injured. It's all good. Yeah, I know, right? Me and Steve, when it happened, we were like, yeah! We high-fived each other and we were celebrating. He's like, woohoo! No Max Verstappen! Made for a much nicer race. Not having to watch Max Verstappen about 20 laps in front of everyone. I don't think I could take Chris Marshall as a grown-up. I remember him in my family, yeah. He is good in it. He's still like quite childish. Like his personality is kind of goofy in that. You should definitely give it a try, Audrey. It's good. I don't know if anyone's ever watched Not Going Out, but the actress from that program is in it as well. She's really good. How long have I got left? 4 minutes. Is that 4 minutes? Yeah, 4 minutes. 3 minutes. So they're silver inside. I need to bring this R120 into it somewhere. Yeah, I liked him in Sanditon. I've not seen that. Not seen Sanditon. Let's have these Celtic knots as the pink. Take Steve's markers back into him. He was saying to me this morning, have you finished with my markers yet? And I'm like, no, I haven't finished my mandala yet. And he's like, but I want them back in order. And I'm like, well, can you not be patient? I'm borrowing them at the moment. Wouldn't mind, but I only borrowed them late last night. It's like, geez, give me a chance, mate. Have you been on for 2 hours, Zoe? Yeah, I have, but it's all good, Miss Lynn. Almost 2 hours, yeah. It was kind of a... Like, after I messaged you and you didn't reply, I figured you were in the garden. So I was like, maybe I'll just live stream then. So I just jumped on. I didn't want to disturb you if you were having fun in the garden. I know you like the garden when it's nice weather, so... But as we all know, he doesn't really like sharing, I know. Right, I'm going to do this last knot here and then we will call it a live stream and I will go and cook dinner. And then I'll finish this in my own time, I guess. You'll probably see it in my completed pages, which will be coming on, should be up on the 1st. I'm going to film it on the 30th. But the next video that you'll see on my channel will be all of my Camellia Angel Cova colouring pages and the announcement for hashtag Angel Cova in April 2024. Because I filmed it today, so I just need to edit it and upload it. Steve will be live tomorrow evening as usual at 6:30 PM over on his channel. And I think he will be starting the Kirby Roseanne's rabbit page. That is a buddy colour between him, Yana and Miss Lynn. And anyone else who wants to join in, I guess. He's finished his Circle of Life turtle, so he'll probably show you that at the beginning of the stream as well. But yeah, that is as far as I can get today. So again, to recap, we finished this one and we've done some work on this whip. Hi Emily. Page looking lovely, Zoe. Thank you for streaming. Off to carve our roast beef and mash the neeps and carrots. Cheerio. Thank you for watching, Audrey. I totally regret starting that double page. LOL, will be surprised if I ever actually finish it. I'm sure you will, Miss Lynn. Maybe Steve will inspire you to carry on with it. But yep, I'm going to head off, everyone. Thank you for joining me. Don't forget to thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't already. And I will see you tomorrow night on Steve's stream. Bye for now. Happy colouring. Bye.